Welcome viewers. We are presenting the in and out of denial of service attack. It is the attack where hacker doesn't steal your mails but denies you of reading your own mail. Often you all might have witnessed that the network is taking too long to respond. This hacktivism is nothing but the DOS attack. Basically, DOS attack is to bombard the web server with heavy traffic so that the web server crashes. It prevents the intended users from accessing the service. Let's now focus on the anatomy of DOS attack. Here, the hacker floods the router with millions of bogus requests and the router can't determine whether the request is from the legitimate user or from the anonymous hacker. This results in the crash of the router and thus denying the service. Now, you all might be very keen in knowing the types of DOS attack. Types of DOS attack can be broadly classified into sync flooding attack, smurf attack, anomalies which include illegitimate data and off-limit exceptions, and also the connection-based attack. Let's now discuss on the most prominent type of DOS attack, that is the sync flooding attack. It exploits the defect in the design of TCP/IP model, which is the basis for all network connection and communication. It overflows the stack memory of the server, which is better known as TCP memory. Each server can service only limited number of SYN requests at a time. Now let me tell you the steps to perform the sync flooding. All TCP connections should undergo a three-way handshaking to establish a connection between client and server. Initially, client sends SYN packet to the server. Server replies with SYN ACK packet. Client then sends back the acknowledgement, and this way the three-way handshake gets completed. But the basis for SYN flooding is to maintain half-open connections. The attack occurs by attacker initiating a TCP connection to the server with a SYN packet. The server replies with SYN ACK packet. The client doesn't send back an acknowledgement, causing the server to allocate memory for pending connection and waits until it receives it. Thus, TCP memory gets full and bars the authenticated users from accessing the server. Sometimes false IP address is sent so that SYN ACK packet gets lost in the middle. Now let us discuss on the smurf attack. You can see here that there are three players in action: the attacker, intermediator, and the victim. The attacker spoofs the IP address of victim as source IP address and sends requests to the intermediary network. Every host on the intermediary network replies, thus flooding the victim and intermediary network with lot of traffic. We have other types of DOS attack. One of the interesting attack is the land attack, where the attacker sends TCP SYN packets which contain the victim's IP address and an open port as both source address and destination address. This causes a vulnerable system to go into the loop as it tries to reply itself. But this can be avoided at victim's end by comparing source and destination IP address. Ping of death is almost history now. TCP IP specification allows for a maximum packet size of 65,536 packets. Ping of death sends oversized ICMP datagrams to the victim. Some system, upon receiving the packet, will freeze, but on a vulnerable system, buffer overflow can occur when packet is reassembled, causing victim to crash. We can also take advantage at each layers and the type of network connection and perform DOS attack, which is better known as connectivity attack. Now let me give an example which has caused a lot of problem to organization and users on performing DOS attack. Recently in October 2012, one of the largest banks of the UK, that is HSBC Bank, confirmed that it had become the target of DOS. Its customers were not able to transact for 10 hours, which led to a lot of problems. In this technical era, you can't imagine to have your financial account blocked even for 1 hour.
I will now demonstrate how to perform DOS attack using a tool called LOIC, Low Orbit Ion Cannon. To get this tool, go to sourceforge.com and search for loic.exe. LOIC is an open source tool written in .NET. What you need to do is to type the IP address of your URL right here. I will show you the target site. This is our target site and we will copy the URL. Then we will close it. Go back to our tool. We will paste the copied URL right here. Then we will press lock on. As you can see, the IP address of the target URL appearing here. The slash here determines that the DOS attack is performed to all the subfolders of the target site. The TCP message can be anything. This tells how fast the tool is sending the request. You can give 1000 threads. We will select the method as TCP since we are doing SYN flooding attack. The port is 80 since we are dealing with HTTP. This shows the status of the DOS attack we are performing. As we are ready with everything, we will start the attack. As you can see, the number of requests is increasing rapidly. We'll go to our browser, then we will open the same target URL. As you can see, it didn't load. Thus, we have performed the DOS attack on our target site. Using this tool, we can do the DOS attack on a small scale. But if you do this attack from your home, you can easily be identified using your public IP address. This was built with a sole purpose to test the ability of your web server against the DOS attack. We'll stop the flooding. We'll go back to our browser. Then we'll open the same target URL. Take some time to overcome from TCP stack memory overflow. As you can see, the target site appears again. Please don't try this at home using this tool.
Hello friends, let me tell you another tool to demonstrate DOS attack. Just open your browser and type google.com and go to ha.ckers's.org/slowloris. Just open the first link. Just go through all the data that they have given, and from there just download the slowloris.pl file. It is a Perl file written in the Perl environment. Before that, let me show you what that file contains. I have already downloaded that file. It basically uses lot of sockets and thereby sends lot of requests to the server. Okay, you can see it is using the inet socket and all those other sockets. and this is the file written. Let's not go deep into this file, and because we are concentrating only on how to perform DOS attack. Let me show you the target website on which we are performing DOS. This is our target website. You can see how fast this is responding. Now let me go back to the terminal. And go to the directory where that file is present. Initially we need to change the permission. Just type chmod 775 star and the file name. Okay, the file permission is changed now. Now just type /slowloris.pl. You'll get how to use this file. You need to type /slowloris.pl minus DNS and the IP address, and there are variable options available with it. Okay, let me type .slowloris.pl and the IP address on which I am performing DOS attack. This is the way we need to specify the options such that DOS attack can be performed. You can see lot of sockets are building now. Lot of requests have been sent. So let me go immediately to the browser and see whether I can open the Moodle site or not. You can see that it is taking too much long to respond, and hence we can tell that DOS attack is performed on this successfully.
Hope you all enjoyed watching this video. Thank you.